Still behind Tucker Carlson, who is the champion of being the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink, I'm Mel McGinnis here with another edition of the Sophie Scholl Monologue. In our local paper, somebody submitted a local commentary called Embrace the Golden Rule, Don't Fear It. Went on to say, I just give you parts. What makes people afraid of the left agenda? Why is socialism so evil and any hint of it anti-American? Well, I can tell you right off the bat, it's anti-American because you look at our founding documents, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, and it doesn't give a hint of any compatibility with socialism. It's about freedom, free markets, giving the individual that right and responsibility to be an American. Socialism is contradictory to being an American. Socialism is contradictory to the Golden Rule. Let me share a little bit more about the article here. Think of the many issues confronting us: gun safety, student loan debt, college costs, child care costs, housing costs, reproductive rights, health care for all, Social Security funding, Medicare funding, Medicaid funding, family-sustaining wages, homelessness, just to name a few of the biggest issues of our day. And then the writer says, have we forgotten the Golden Rule? Making it sound like the Golden Rule can be used as a cloak of the government to interject an intervention whereby the government swipes from others and hands it over to other people. That's legal theft, not the Golden Rule. The Golden Rule, by the way, is found on the Sermon on the Mount. You'll see it in Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. In that passage, Jesus does not say anything really about the government. He's speaking to his disciples. And in speaking to his disciples, Jesus did not say, leverage the government to do the work which makes you look compassionate. No, compassion is voluntary. Compassion is by the free will of an individual seeing another in need and giving or treating another as they would like to be treated. Force is not a part of the Golden Rule. Once you introduce force into the Golden Rule, you make it the Golden Sham Rule. He goes on to say, child care for singles moms, housing for the poor, education, good paying jobs, pensions, Social Security, gun control, safety, and many other issues clamor for solutions and benefit everyone, according to who? This is just a long list of human needs, not a radical left communist agenda. We can solve it, he says, if we want to. We must create a society where the rich help the poor because it's the Golden Rule. Do you force the Golden Rule? Isn't the Golden Rule one done out of a heart of compassion that isn't by the force of government? He begins to conclude his local commentary this way. As a preacher in church during the offertory once said, I have good news and bad news. The good news is we have all the money we need to reach our goals. The bad news, it's in your pockets. Insinuating, let's get the government intervening in what's in your pocket, forcing you to give under the guise of the golden rule and in the name of compassion. No, again, that's legal theft. The golden rule has nothing to do with legal theft. However, the writer of this article concludes by saying we must learn to believe in the liberal agenda of the golden rule. I did not know that the golden rule was a political tool. That the golden rule is a leftist agenda. Exploiting the golden rule by making it into a tool for government to force people to hand over what they've earned for a political agenda is a big sham, as big a sham as evangelicals for Harris. This was written by Ed Voss. You can see it in the Post-Journal of last Saturday. It was in the paper Saturday, August 31st. It's interesting. I heard Stuart Varney on Fox Business talking about Harris's tax plan. And as he talked about the tax plan, he put it in these terms. You got it? We want it? Hand it over. Isn't that like the IRS sticking a gun to your head and saying, you got it, we want it, hand it over? That's the golden sham rule. Well, unlike Tony Kornheiser of Pardon the Interruption, I cannot promise you I'll do better the next time. And unlike Tony, who waves another flag, I myself will continue to wave the flag of sackcloth for humility.